Alright gang, real talk. You're chilling on your bed, phone in hand, thinking, I'll just check TikTok for like 5 minutes. Next thing you know, it's 2 a.m. Your eyes feel like they've been sandblasted, and you've got a brain full of random dance trends and zero vibes for tomorrow. That is basically what we call brain rot, when your mind turns into mush from too much screen time. But why is it so dang hard to stop? Buckle up, because we're diving into the science of why your brain's low-key obsessed. To understand this, first, we gotta understand what dopamine really is. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter, fancy word for a chemical messenger, that tells you, yo, this feels freaking good, do it again. Every time you bite into a thick burger, nail a clutch gaming moment, or see your latest post blow up with likes, dopamine drops a beat in your brain. It's like your personal hype squad, rewarding you with a rush that keeps you coming back for more. But in 2025, your phone's basically a dopamine vending machine, spitting out tiny hits with every scroll, swipe, or notification. Before you know it, you're hooked, chasing that next buzz, like it's the last pumpkin-spiced latte on Earth. Let's rewind the tape way back to prehistoric vibes. You're a cave dweller, no Wi-Fi, no internet, just you and the wild. You stumble across a bush loaded with sweet berries. Score, you eat, and boom, dopamine floods your system, lighting up your brain like, remember this spot, it's clutch for survival. Same deal when you spear a deer or find a dope cave to crash in. Back then, dopamine was your BFF, training your brain to lock onto stuff that kept you alive. It was all about that hunter-gatherer grind, not doomscrolling X for the T on some random drama. Fast forward to 2025, that ancient survival hack's been totally yeeted out of context. Now, instead of berries, you've got apps and screens serving up dopamine 24/7. Every like, retweet, or 11-second video triggers a tiny dopamine hit. Nothing massive, just enough to keep you swiping for more. It's like snacking on candy instead of a full meal. You're hooked on the sugar rush, but you're never satisfied. Over time, this constant drip of instant gratification rewires your brain to crave fast, shallow content over slower, deeper stuff, like reading a book or solving a puzzle, which doesn't deliver the same rapid-fire buzz to your brain. A study in this dropped the fact that waiting for likes on social media is the same as waiting for cash, because it fires up the same areas of the brain. That, someone's gonna like my pic feeling is as addictive as a paycheck. Binging the internet can mess with your prefrontal cortex. That's the part of your brain that's supposed to keep you from impulse buying $50 worth of fast food at 3 in the morning. Over time, it tweaks your brain structure, so now you can't focus or chill without a screen. Brain rot is the trojan that turns you from a high-performing CPU into a lagging mess. But how does this dopamine stuff really works? Let's get nerdy for a second. In your midbrain region, there's an area called ventral tegmental area, also known as VTA. This area contains dopamine neurons that zoom towards something called nucleus accumbens, the brain's pleasure hub. When you're vibing with something fun, dopamine's like, yes, let's keep this party going. But here's the catch. Slam that pathway too hard with endless scrolling, and it gets desensitized. Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex is telling you to chill, but it's drowning in the chaos. Your amygdala, which controls emotions, starts freaking out when you're offline, making you anxious without that sweet, sweet screen glow. So, how do you yeet brain rot out of your lives? Don't worry, your bro, aka me, is right here to help you. Number 1, set a screen time limit. Cap your scrolling to something manageable, like 30 minutes a day. This cuts down on the constant dopamine drip that fries your attention span. It's called digital detox. But I get it, it's hard to do. Use third-party or built-in apps that will physically make your phone inaccessible. A solid pick is Screen Time, built into iOS or Digital Wellbeing on Android, which lets you track usage and set hard limits on apps like X or TikTok. Once you hit the cap, they lock you out until tomorrow. Number 2, go touch some grass. Step outside for a walk or just gaze at a tree for a bit. Do some grocery shopping or hit the gym. Studies show natural light, greenery, and exercise calm your overstimulated nervous system, hitting reset on your focus. No app needed here. Number 3, pick an offline hobby. Swap scrolling for something hands-on like sketching, cooking, or even puzzling. These activities give your brain a real workout without the screen's instant gratification trap. Number 4, curate your feeds. Ditch the brain-dead noise and follow accounts that actually make you think. It's like swapping junk food for a solid meal, still enjoyable, but it won't leave you crashing. Freedom is a great app for this. It blocks distracting sites or apps during set times, letting you focus on quality content instead. These steps are pretty simple, yet effective, and they'll work for most of y'all. And if it's real bad and nothing else works, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is a clutch move. Point is, you've got options to take back control and keep your brain from turning into a total NPC.